Chapter 3: The Principle of Manifestation. Asking the Right Questions. Getting the language right. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. The phrase "the law of attraction" refers to the idea that the thoughts influence change. The law of attraction argues that thoughts, both conscious and unconscious, can affect things outside the head, not just by motivation, but by other means. To use the law of attraction, you have to think the law of attraction, and in order to do that, you must have a reference point in order to determine the correct direction of your thought. Right now, just as the time of your birth, the two necessary factors are in place: the law of attraction, the most powerful and consistent law in the universe, and your guidance system. And your guidance system is within you, all queued up and ready to give you the directional feedback. You have only one seemingly small but potential life-changing thing to do. You have to begin telling your story in a new way. You have to tell it as the way you want it to be. As you tell the story of your life, and you do it nearly every day, all day, with your words, your thoughts, and your actions, you have to feel good while you tell it. The following are some examples to help you see how everyday subjects are really two subjects: abundance and poverty, ill and health, happy and sadness, clarity and confusion, energetic and tired, knowledge and doubt, interested, bored. I can do that. I can't do that. I want to buy that. I can't afford that. I feel good. I don't feel good. I want more money. I don't have enough money. I want more money. I don't know how to get more money. I want more money. That person is getting more money than their share. I want to be slender, slim, athletic. I am fat. I want a new car. My car is old. I want a friend or partner, someone who I can share my experiences in my life with. I don't have anybody that cares about me. As you read this list, it should be very obvious to you which ones we should consider to be the better choice in each example. But there is a simple and important thing we forget. There is a tendency as we listen to the lists such as this to feel the need to state the factual truth about the subject. Tell it like it is, rather than make a statement which we desire. That tendency alone is responsible for more mistreating and more personal disallowing of wanted things than all other things put together. And so, the example and exercise offered next will help you orientate yourself towards what is wanted. When you have a moment, just pause the audio program and write down the answers to the following. State 3 questions you normally ask yourself that can be reframed to a positive, different answer. Essentially, if you want something and truly believe it's possible, you can get it. By putting a lot of attention and thought into something you don't want means you'll probably get that too. Use your thoughts wisely. Why would you focus on what you didn't want as opposed to what you did? The simple change in thinking, or the language you use, can massively change your life from now. Ask yourself, wouldn't it be better to attract the things that you want in life as opposed to the things that you don't? The secret. The simple steps. There are 3 steps to the secret. Step 1. Ask. Step 2. Believe. Step 3. Receive. Step 1. Ask. Know what you want and ask the universe for it. This is where you need a clear, concise action plan and be able to visualize on what you want as being the real as much as possible. Remember, if you can visualize something, your brain already knows how it's going to achieve it. It's been there before. Like the time that you drive to a friend or a family member's house. You've been there once before in your mind, and that's all it is, and you can go there again without the use of a sat-nav or map perhaps. Step 2. Believe. Feel and behave as if the object you desire is on its way, or the feelings are real. Focus your thoughts and your language on what is important, what you want to attract. You want to feel the feelings of really knowing that what you desire is on its way, or even as if you have it already. On one of our courses, we talk about the chameleon effect. People become like those who they mix with the most. This is the same with the law of attraction. What you put out there and what you believe is real becomes reality. Step 3. Receive. Be open to receiving it. Pay attention to your intuitive messages, synchronicities, signs from the universe to help you along the way as assurance you're on the right path. As you align yourself with the universe and open yourself up to receiving the very things you are wanting to manifest and show up. A very effective way to begin to tell yourself your new story is to listen to the things that you are saying now throughout your day, and to catch yourself in the middle of the statement that is contrary to what you want. This step is very easy. Stop yourself and say, will I clearly know what it is that I want and what I don't want? What is it that I do want? Then deliberately make your statement of desire. In NLP terms, we call this a pattern interrupt. Interrupt from this point forward any negative linguistics you have with a positive. From, why can I not lose weight? To, how can I lose weight and really enjoy the process? From, I'm in debt and I don't know what to do. To, how can I get out of debt and improve my life and live a life of abundance and fortune? By changing the linguistic statements and the language you use, changes the way that your brain thinks and the outcome. Ask yourself the following and write down. When was the last time you were thinking about something, then it appeared? To be clear about what you don't want, list 10 things that you wish to avoid in the future. Once you've completed that exercise, list 3 things that you cannot wait to have. What are the difference in these feelings? Pause for a moment and really get within your mind. What are the actual differences? What are you feeling on an emotional level? How are your beliefs different? Your desires? Do your facial expressions change? Are you smiling? Are you sad? Are you happy, excited, or are you low and down? Do you speak differently? Do you speak very fast and happy when you're excited, or very slow and sad? Remember, you have the choice to change and pattern interrupt each of these states. You can simply pause for a moment, say, I'm making a conscious choice not to adopt this state right now. Or, how can I change my state? By asking this simple question allows yourself physiologically to change the state you're living in. When you acknowledge what you do not want, and then ask yourself, what is it that I do want? You begin a gradual shift into telling your new story, and to a much improved point of attraction. Answer the following questions. Are you fully committed to having what you want and working towards it now? Why is now the right time? Spend a few moments and just run through this exercise, 15 minutes perhaps. Remember, write down the specifics. If you need to, refer back to SMART Goals, which is available on our website. What are thoughts? Success starts in the mind, so why not just be successful? Answer the following questions. What do you spend most of your time thinking about? Do you spend the majority of your time thinking about how you can make a better life? Or do you spend your time wondering about what you haven't got and the things that you want? You eat in a restaurant and order fish only to decide when it arrives that you wanted something different. Do you sit and complain about it, blaming others for your change in decision? Or do you order something else? Just by changing your thinking and the language you use opens your world up to a world of opportunity, vibrance, and success. Getting into state. Human beings by our nature are creatures of habit. Once you begin experiencing success, there's a good chance that success will snowball and lead to more success. Waking up in the morning in a good mood may not be easy at the start, but it's something that you can train yourself to do. There are plenty of positive people in the world who put a great deal of conscious effort into maintaining their level of energy and positivity. Answer the following questions. How do you know when you're ready to have what you want? What are the qualities required to have what you want? How is giving yourself permission to have what you want now different to having it now? Describe how you can have what you want now without waiting. If you're working in conjunction with the workbook, pause this audio program and draw you having what you want. Your guidance system. In order to keep your eye on success, you need to have a reason to believe that your desire will come true. The only way to do that is to tell yourself that success is coming. Affirmation is a positive thing that can bring about all good energy and good results in your life. Even if you are feeling good about your goals, you still need to keep those positive thoughts in your head. The best way to keep positive energy and emotions flowing is to speak them. Define the life that you really want. Get it down on paper. Say positive things to yourself about your life and the direction that you are heading, and say them repeatedly. This can ultimately create a very powerful and positive feedback in your reality. Chapter 8. The Principle of Right Action. Taking action. Create an action plan. This is an area for you to list the things that you're going to do and how you're committed to achieving them. Don't worry about making a list word perfect or keeping within the normal remits of perfection. Remember to include all the little bits you are able to start immediately. Just like throwing a stone in a pond. The little ripples at the beginning turn into waves at the other end. Answer the following questions or work through them in your workbook. Before you start, write down what will happen if you were not to take action or commit today. Start with a small action point. Include a date to be completed, the result it will bring, and the purpose of doing it. Then create a big action point, including a date to be completed, the result it will bring, and the purpose. Then create 4 more small action points, including the date to be completed, the results, and the purpose for doing them. If you have purchased this audio program as part of a pack, included would have been a postcard. It's important that we create reminders of our daily goals, as they often can be forgotten. On the postcard provided, write down several goals that you aim to achieve within the next 30 days. This is your commitment and a reminder of what you're going to do. Write down on one side, and it can be in code, it really doesn't matter, what you aim to do. List the things perhaps, what you're committed to doing. Once you've completed it, give it to a friend and ask them to pop it in a post in 30 days' time. It's a good reminder when you receive it in 30 days' time. It's a good measuring stick to see how far you are in the process and whether you've completed your goals. It also gives you a prompt back on the rails if you've guided off slightly. The vision board. Visualize what you want. Think big thoughts. Creating a vision board. Now is a good time to print it off. When you look at your vision board, you will trigger your mind to think of those things that you want and set the law of attraction to work for you. When the law is at work for you, nothing can keep things away from you. Make sure you place your vision board in a place where you will see it first thing in the morning as you wake. Maybe on your fridge. Maybe right next to your bed. You are already preparing yourself for the day of success ahead. These visions can be massive. Do not restrict yourself to the basics of life. Add in anything that you want. Pictures, words, poems, reminders. It can be anything. Be completely creative with your vision board. Remember, this is your constant reminder of what you're aiming towards.